We are ready.
Okay, sorry for the delay.
Yeah, cool. Good. Good.
Yeah, it's nice.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Phyllis, you're good? Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the joint school board meeting between the Sanborn Regional School Board and the Fremont School Board. We would like to start with the Pledge of Allegiance and to introduce the students who will be leading us. We have Mr. Browner, our athletic director.
I would love to introduce Caitlin Stalker and Jade Dutton.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You want to talk about why they're here?
Yeah, Bob, why don't you go ahead and talk about why they're here?
I'm going to ask Mr. Browner to come up and tell us why these two young ladies were invited this evening, mostly so they can then skedaddle on home to do their homework, as seniors are wont to do in April of their senior year.
Yeah, of course. Mm-hmm. So first off, thank you for having us. I am here to acknowledge and recognize our 8 seniors who were awarded but earned a Scholar Athlete Award for the state, not only through the state association, but through the Athletic Directors Association. So in order to achieve this, they have to maintain a B+ average throughout their high school career. They also have to participate in 2 athletic sports each of their 4 years of high school. And they also have to be great community members. So today, representing 2 of the 8, we have Caitlin Stalker and Jade Dutton. The others, however, are also playing sports tonight. So I'd also like to recognize Anna Barlow, Evan Boyd, Devin DeToli, Megan Flaherty, Colin Mahoney, and Caden Stevens. So those are 8 scholar athletes at Sanborn.
And I believe Evan and Katie are Fremont kids.
Correct.
Katie?
Wonderful.
Nod your head. Evan's not. Okay, just Katie then. My bad.
How fitting. Congratulations.
Yes. Great.
We'll be recognizing them on their class day with certificates and to be part of that ceremony. So
great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ryan.
I want to do a quick rewind before we do anything. A roll call for both. Is that appropriate, Phyllis? Mm-hmm. Okay, why don't we start with Fremont? Gordon?
Gordon Mensch here.
Powers here. Thomas here.
Okay. And Ken?
Ken Hamilton. James Hasselbeck. Jeremiah Knoll.
Kathleen Gravel.
And Micah Patillo. Heather Ingham is excused, and Rick Edelman should be joining us shortly.
Mm-hmm. And just if I make a quick reminder, because I know Glenn in the back who does the recording is thinking it right now, if people can remember to speak into their microphones, that helps the live stream so you can be heard. Yes. Please.
Okay, so now, without further ado, Dr. Dawson, we have presentations and information to be presented to both boards.
Sure. So we were going through the kind of
have to move.
Share as you came in this evening. I hope all of you had a chance to see the Fremont students that are in the class of 2026. I was able to get future plans for almost all of those kids. Some are a little more generic than others, but I'll give you some more information on the future plans of your kiddos from this class that are heading off into the, I was going to say the real world. I'm not sure college qualifies as the real world, but that's just, I'd like to go back. So right now we have about 417 students here at the high school. 96 of those students are from Fremont right now. 22 members of the class of 2026 will graduate on June 5th. Of that 96, 54 are currently athletes, and 6 of your kiddos are captains in their respective sports. One of them, who I think is still sitting here, is captain in 3 sports in the athletic world, which is really terrific. And there's a couple of kids there. That's Julian and Arden. In the drama group, and I do have to make a plug that tomorrow night Les Mis goes up here in the auditorium at I think 6:30, but I can check on that. We have shows for Les Mis Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night. And Madame Thénardier, I do not speak fluent Les Mis, but I believe that's correct, who is the innkeeper who has maybe the best song in the entire show of Les Mis, in my opinion, is one of your kids. That's Shay Tully, who has the role of Madame Thénardier in the show. And I can see Summer is about to raise her hand and add something to that. At 6. Thank you. I took a guess, and I'm glad you had that correct. She'll probably have more details on that momentarily when we get to her report. So the kids are very involved. We also have a group. These are generic photos of our kids at several events, YMCA Camp Lincoln. That's the parade down there in the bottom that we did for homecoming and winter carnival events are there with a bunch of our kids, and your group is in there. We do have 3 kids that are in pretty high level of student leadership in the school. McKenna Murphy is the junior class president. Allison McKay is the vice president, and the junior class rep is Katie McKay. So you're clearly rocking the junior class with the kids. So they're certainly involved in all of that. We have seen over the last year or so not a significant, but a jump in our test scores as well. I'm not going to leave you with those crazy lines. I'll break it out, make it a little easier to see. We are seeing a jump in our English language arts proficiency levels to match the state at this point. And we're hoping those lines cross over on testing that I believe took place today here at the high school. The math scores are, they are where they are. They were matching relatively that state curve, but we have seen a significant jump in the last year. And the science proficiency is also on the way up. So we are seeing an upswing in all 3 of those test scores. Obviously, we can do better in that. And there's been a real focus on test prep here at the high school level in the last year or so. These colleges off the list that I received from the guidance office are colleges where students from Fremont have been admitted over the last year heading into next year. I'm not sure what the exact percentage of students in the school go to a college for their future goals, but I believe of your group, it's something like 15 or 16 out of 18 seem to be or 22 seem to be headed toward a college as opposed to a career. And some of the career listings that you saw on those lists of your students earlier are kids that are planning on going to college. Their plans just aren't settled just yet for our students, but there are some pretty competitive schools there. A couple that jump out at me. Syracuse can be very difficult to get into. Case Western, Washington and Lee is really difficult. And a couple others up there. I'm not going to diss anybody's college without mentioning them. I should probably say something about Merrimack College being very competitive. Oh, Katie left, so she's going to Merrimack next year, or she would let me have it tomorrow when I see her. So, as I said, these are your students. I know probably about half of these guys. We're big fans of all of them. There's Katie. And the future plans that they're looking for are really something that I think we look forward to. Arden's heading, I believe, to an OT program. I don't want to talk about every kid because I feel like if I leave anybody out, we're there. Mackenzie is looking for a college plan for next year. And Riley's going to, consider his options as we go forward. Ian, I believe, is also looking for a college program that matches his future. There's Shay, who's going to be in the play tomorrow night. Matt's going to the greatest public university in the world, the University of New Hampshire, next year. I'm slightly biased as we go through this group. So we're really proud of those kids, and we look forward to having them graduate with us on June 5th. And way down the end here is last year's class. And of course, on graduation day, the students from Ellis, those 22 kids, and sometimes some extra hangers on of their friends who may not have attended elementary school here, will have a chance to go back and walk the halls of Ellis School, which is a really great day. And if you've ever been there for this event, I would highly recommend it. It's absolutely fantastic to see teachers that haven't seen these kids sometimes for since 2nd grade, and they can remember not only the kid, the name, they have pictures of their classes that they pull out of a folder somewhere. It's a fantastic day. I know Mr. Stack loves that day. I hope you're around that day to welcome the kids over to Ellis School, but that's a great thing. That was actually last year's group that we took over on
We've
the
been
bus.
doing it for probably almost 15 years at this point.
Is it 15 years? Yeah.
Somewhere about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a great tradition. They also go to the other elementary schools, Bakey and Memorial here in Kingston and Newton, but the group here is really returning home to their educational base for a lot of those kids. So we're looking forward to that particular day. So that's all I have for the presentation today. And certainly we can answer as many questions as we can about programming here and so forth. So I'll just leave those good looking kids up there.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay. Point, I feel like that concludes the joint portion of the meeting. And I give it over to you, Gordon, to adjourn.
I'm looking for a motion to adjourn the
I'll move to adjourn.
motion made by Thomas,
Second.
seconded by Powers. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.